Hello, great people. The hopes of Nigeria seeking a presidential power change in 2027 through coalition same dash as one of the pillars of the coalition. Mr. Peter Obi has declared that he's going to run in 2027 under the platform of the Labour Party, the same platform that he ran for the same election in 2023. And Nigerians are expressing concern that what could have gone wrong just when they thought that the ship of the coalition is about to sail. Then Mr. Peter Obi is making this statement. And this is real because this day is reporting it, and also Vanguard is reporting it. As you can see on your screen, this day is saying that 2027, Obi shrugs off coalition, says he will contest on Labour Party's platform. And Vanguard is also saying that 2027, I will run on Labour Party's platform, Peter Obi. And what will make Peter Obi to take this decision? What is going on in the coalition? What are the things that we can expect in the coming days? Could the coalition still manifest? We'll be dissecting all these issues and a whole lot more on this episode with your sure plug, Dr. Omosholadeji. First, what I can say is that when Mr. Peter Obi made this statement, he was speaking with youths in Lagos, and that particular statement means two things. Mr. Peter Obi can either be playing a mind game on those youth and Nigerians, or he can be saying it because his interest is not being met. Maybe members of the coalition, the strong pillars of the coalition like Atiku Abubakar, Nasir El-Rufai, maybe they are not cooperating. So Mr. Peter Obi can make this statement either because he is playing mind games or because the coast is not being cleared for him by Nasir El-Rufai and Atiku Abubakar. So if that is the case, now let us look at that of mind game, in the sense that Mr. Peter Obi may be thinking that, well, it is too early. Let me play some mind game, in the sense that if I say I'm going now, then who knows, maybe the Tinubu camp can also come and pour sand in the gari of the proposed party, the ADC. So they may have agreed among themselves that let's just play some mind game, let us just be playing some hide and seek. But the truth is, no matter the mind game they want to play, there is always somebody that will go and reveal the secret to the Tinubu camp. Now, let us go to the second one, which is that Obi may opt out if the coast is not clear for him by Atiku and others. Now, Mr. Peter Obi may decide that, okay, see, from the way I'm looking at things, these people seems not to be cooperating with me. Well, let me just back out as early as possible. You will recall that Mr. Peter Obi backed out of the PDP at that point in time when he saw when the coast wasn't clear for him, and he realized that he cannot meet his presidential ambition in that party, that his presidential ambition is unrealizable under the PDP. He moved to the Labour Party. Could that be the case at this point in time? But then again, Mr. Peter Obi must not always think that these people will allow him to just have a free day. I think that Mr. Peter Obi, as an experienced politician, will not expect that Atiku Abubakar, Nasir El-Rufai, the likes of Rotimi Amechi will just allow him because of one thing. They want what he wants to. That thing that he wants to be the president of Nigeria. These people that he is forming coalition with, they also want that trophy that Mr. Peter Obi wants. So if he thinks that, well, he will have a situation whereby everybody will just come together and they will just say, oh, we have formed a coalition and we have adopted Peter Obi, that will be very impossible. So Mr. Peter Obi himself need to prepare his mind for a strong fight. And I will come to that in a moment, how Mr. Peter Obi may eventually lose out of the coalition. And I will get to that in a moment. But I must tell you something, which is that Obi's strength is limited by his weakness. The strength of Mr. Peter Obi is limited by his weakness. And I will explain that to you. You see, nationally, when it comes to the national election, the presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi is very strong in the sense that he has that organic support base. Anytime, any day, Mr. Peter Obi will garner millions of votes. Even if the election is being held today, at this present moment, Mr. Peter Obi will still have his bank of votes. But then again, he's limited by his weakness, because before you become a candidate, you must go through a primary process. And Mr. Peter Obi is not used to submitting himself to a primary process. And that itself is where the problem is. That is the weakness of Mr. Peter Obi. You will recall that when Mr. Peter Obi moved to the Labour Party at that point in time, the likes of Patu Tomi stepped down for him and he was given the ticket to run under the Labour Party. Now, Mr. Peter Obi is not used to fighting for tickets. at least at the national level, at the presidential level, is somebody that is not used to fighting for tickets. He lacks the experience in terms of canvassing and coordinating to win primary. And before you become a candidate, you must pass through a primary process. And that primary process, you have people that are also interested in that particular ticket that you want. And some of them join the coalition because they want to come and try their luck, because they know that APC is a no-go area. So other aspirants are coming to try their luck in that your same political party. So you don't expect that all of them will just resign based on the premium that we place on politics in Nigeria. So Mr. Peter Obi, his weakness is that he lacks the experience of canvassing and coordinating to win primary election. Now, this is where the problem lies. He is now running for the ticket. He's now seeking the ticket against people that are experienced in the game, the likes of Rotimi Amechi. He fought a good battle with Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the APC primary, and he came second. He even beat the sitting vice president, despite the fact that he was a minister in the cabinet, and Yemi Osinbajo was the number 2 citizen. He defeated Yemi Osinbajo, who came a distant third in that particular primary. Mr. Peter Obi is running the race with the likes of Atiku Abubakar, who is a veteran contestant, who knows how to cross from one party to another, and all of a sudden he will get the ticket even if a primary election is held. So in that kind of instance, Mr. Peter Obi's fear may be that if he is not assured of the ticket, then he won't come. But the big problem is that will these political veterans, will they just award Mr. Peter Obi the ticket? Will they just bury their ambition? The answer is no. Even if Atiku Abubakar says, okay, Obi, go and run, I support you. Somebody like Amechi, who is not having his rightful place in the APC, if he joins the ADC, the coalition party, definitely Amechi will want to test his strength again. And the truth is that if he defeats you in that primary, if he's able to converse, even if Nigerians don't like him, but he's able to defeat you in that primary, automatically he becomes the party's candidate. And if he becomes the party's candidate, he will be the one to face Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the election. So what I think is that Mr. Peter Obi should seek significant coalition stakeholder support, not free ticket. He should seek significant coalition stakeholder support. He should think that, okay, if he's able to get the support of Atiku Abubakar, if he's able to get the support of Nasir El-Rufai and other political stakeholders, Babachir Lawal and others, definitely he has significant coalition stakeholder support. But if he thinks that he will have all the coalition stakeholder support, that will be impossible. And that was how Buhari emerged. Buhari had significant coalition stakeholder support. And you will recall that when the 2015 presidential election primary was held, even Atiku Abubakar contested against Muhammadu Buhari in the primary. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso contested against Muhammadu Buhari in the primary. They all came together to form the coalition at that point in time, but then they still want to test their popularity. So I see a repetition of that happening in the ADC if the coalition eventually comes to fruition. So that's why I'm saying that Mr. Peter Obi should not expect that people will just unilaterally say, oh, Obi is the candidate, oh yeah, go and run for this election. No, some of these candidates, some of these presidential hopefuls, people that are interested in becoming the president of Nigeria, they also want to try their luck. So we should learn from that of Buhari. It was Bola Ahmed Tinubu's ticket. In fact, it was reported that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to spend money. He even had to outspend Atiku Abubakar. He had to outspend Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso for Buhari to emerge. So Mr. Peter Obi himself should take lessons from that. But if he thinks that, oh, the coalition will just come together, all these, all these political vampires will come together and they'll say, oh, Obi, because your name is Peter Obi, oh yeah, take this ticket. Of course, that may likely not happen. With APC, it is having his ticket for Tinubu. Other ambitious aspirants have nowhere else to try their luck except the coalition party. Other ambitious aspirants have nowhere else to go and try their luck except the coalition party. And that's why I said that the APC declaring that, oh, their ticket is only for Bola Ahmed Tinubu makes it even more difficult. It puts more pressure on the coalition. So Mr. Peter Obi should expect the pressure accordingly. And I foresee a situation whereby Mr. Peter Obi usually say, oh, they give shishi, which is good. That he doesn't need to kind of like bribe people before they vote for him. But I'm seeing a situation as a political scientist that Mr. Peter Obi may need to spend his way before he can change the system. He may need to spend, because if they go into a primary with the likes of Rotimi Amechi, who are spenders, and Mr. Peter Obi is not spending, and the members of the coalition, if they so desire money, definitely Mr. Peter Obi will lose. So if he doesn't want to lose, he needs to get the stakeholder support, significant stakeholder support, and sincerely, he must be ready to spend, especially if they go into a primary and is competing against spenders. If he doesn't spend, the people that are backing him, the likes of Atiku Abubakar, Nasir El-Rufai, must be willing to spend on his behalf. And I think that that is how it will. But Mr. Peter Obi should not rule out the coalition because he definitely needs extra support. And that extra support can only come wholeheartedly through a coalition if they are in the same political party and seeking the same objective, seeking to achieve the same objective, which is to sack Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I wish Tinubu the best of luck. I wish Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, and all of them the best of luck. And may the best always happen to Nigeria now and always. It's been an interesting time with you. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.